When deciding on who to send to a trade show, you will want your most skilled networkers working the booth. But flights, hotels, and booth staff registration can be expensive. So it's important to ask yourself how many booth staffers you really need. Fortunately, there is a formula that is widely used to help the trade show coordinators get an idea of how many people you will need in your booth. The formula is as follows. Number of booth visitors divided by the number of show hours equals booth visitors per hour. Number of booth visitors per hour divided by maximum number of visitors per staffer per hour equals total booth staff members needed. Let's break that down a little bit. Here's where those numbers come from. Number of show attendees and the number of show hours. You can get these pieces of information from the show sponsor. Percentage of attendees that will visit your booth. To determine the number of booth visitors you will get, consider these factors. According to a recent Sears study, about 16% of attendees will visit your booth at the show that is specific to your industry, and 8% of attendees will visit your booth at a show that is more general in nature. Minutes each staffer will devote to each of the booth visitors. This will vary depending on how elaborate your product demonstrations are. For example, let's say that you are attending a general business service expo with 5,300 attendees, and it is not specific to your industry, so you can expect that 8% of attendees will visit your booth. Let's also say that your product demonstrations are brief and your staff will only need on average of 3 minutes with each visitor, which equates to 20 booth staffers per hour per staff member. That show is 1 day and it is 8 hours long. 5,300 attendees, 8% will visit your booth, 3 minutes per visitor, 20 visitors per hour per staffer, 8 show hours. The formula your booth staff needs will look like this. 5,300 attendees times 8% qualified prospects equals 424 total booth visitors. 424 booth visitors divided by 8 show hours equals 53 visitors per hour. 53 visitors per hour divided by 20 visitors per staffer per hour equals 2.6 booth staff members. And obviously, you will want to round that number up. This means that you will need a total of 3 booth staff members. Every show is a little different, so you may feel like you want to adjust this formula. If you think you will generate more or less interest at the show, you can simply adjust the percentages of attendees you believe will visit your booth. A good way to make that decision is to contact the show sponsor and get information about the attendee demographic. And that's it for this week. For more information about our trade show products and services, visit www.featherlite.com. We'll see you next time.